Hello guys, it's me, MacDays. So yeah, in the light of the new Ultra Sun and Moon games, I thought we would take a break from hyping those motherfucking games and look back at the recent histories and theories that sprouted with the 3D games X, Y, and Horus, most of which the theories are mostly time related, and also there will be spoilers ahead, so view it at your own caution. So, we're gonna establish some facts that when XY came out, the concept of mega evolutions was revealed, and we learned that AZ, the giant we battle throughout the game, is in fact a king. He's a 3,000-year-old king that, after losing his Floette in a Pokémon war, he decided to fire a machine that wiped out hundreds of Pokémons and ended the war. These Pokémon that were wiped out were transformed into stones that, when used in battle, allowed the Pokémon that is holding it to achieve Mega Evolution. But then we thought, so now they introduced Mega Evolutions, but where were the Mega Evolutions in the other games? That's where Horus, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire comes in. In the Delta episode, you find out that there's a meteor heading towards the planet, and that the Von Corp and Moss Deep Space Center are working to create a warp hole to prevent the meteor from hitting them. But then Xenia, a girl who is the descendant of a race called the Draconids that worship Rayquaza, appears and reveals that there's a possibility that the meteor could be sent to another world similar to ours but without the means to protect themselves. So, what this basically means is that there is the possibility that they can send the meteor to another world similar to Owen, but that doesn't have the energy that they are using derived from Mega Evolution to stop the meteor. And that might suggest that the Ruby and Sapphire games for the Game Boy are actually another parallel universe to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And basically, this old timeline that started with XY that introduced the Mega Stones is a different universe from the prior games. And I think that there's basically two universes. One where AZ didn't fire the weapon, and therefore there are no Mega Stones, and one where AZ fired the weapon and Mega Stones were created. This is further cemented in Pokémon Sun and Moon, where we are introduced to Ultra Beasts that are beings from another dimension. They travel to Alola via Ultra Wormholes that we confirmed that can be passed through humans. And we know of 3 cases of human going through the wormholes. We, in the game, our player, Professor Mon, who is the pioneer researcher of Ultra Wormholes, and he's the man who, in the game, takes, how do I say it? He works with the Poképelago. And Annabelle, who was originally from Owen and also lost her memory after being sucked to a wormhole and staying there for an extended period of time. And we know this because Mon, who was also there for an extended period of time, also lost his memory. And people say that Gladion and Lily's father is Mon because he was the researcher and he was the husband of Lusamine. But then he disappeared, and when we find him in Poképelago, he doesn't remember anything. So, and also, yes, the Annabelle that I mentioned from Owen is the Annabelle from Pokemon Emerald's Battle Tower. She's the Frontier Brain, I think that's called. I don't remember. I haven't played. So that further cements the fact that she came from the dimension where there are no Mega Stones to a dimension where there are Mega Stones via the Ultra Wormholes. So we can assume that maybe what Horus was trying to create was some sort of prototype Ultra Wormhole. So basically, what I wanted to say with this whole theory is that it's interesting because they created a huge parallel universe theory that now they can expand in whatever way they want. And I think that it's gonna be interesting in the new games because they introduced the concept that was heavily used in Pokemon Black and White 2, that is the fusion of two legendaries, as we see with Necrozma appearing as a sort of armor in Solgaleo and Lunala. And it's interesting because I want to see after what happened in the Sun and Moon game story wise, what can they make to create a new story and what is gonna happen? Because we know that Aether Paradise is redeemed, Lusamine is still sick, but Lily went to Kanto and to find a cure, and that sprouts the idea that in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon we might go to Kanto and to find her, and other sorts. For example, Colress that we see in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and he was related to the creation of the DNA splicers for Kyurem and Reshiram, Reshiram or Zekrom. So basically, this is my review of the storyline and the theories, and I hope you guys could follow my train of thought. And if you have any suggestions on what I should theorize and explain next, please say so in the comments. And thank you and have a nice day.